Everyone, welcome to day 30th of August Lead Code Challenge, and today's question is largest component size by common factor. Let's go through the question. In this question, you are given an array of unique positive integers. This point is important that all of them are unique, and the nodes are labeled from 0 to the length of that array. There exists an edge between a of I and a of j if and only if a of I and a of j share a common factor greater than 1. This is also very important that whenever there exists a factor that is common to two elements which is greater than 1, then we can say there exists an edge between those two nodes. Otherwise, they are disjoint in nature. So let's go through the example. 4, 6, 15, 35. Uh, 4 and 6 are connected by a factor of 2. 6 and 15 are connected by a factor of 3. 15 and 35 are connected by a factor of 5, and hence we get this complete graph, and the length of this graph is 4, hence we return 4. Let's go through the example. It's 20 and 50, 9 and 63. So 20 and 50 are connected by 2, 5, 10, any of one of them, and 9 or 63 are connected by 3, 9, any two of them, and hence we need to identify the greatest disjoint set, greatest unit in this map, which is of maximum length, which is independent of the all the disjoint sets that has been formed by some mechanism that we are going to build. So if you'll go through this example, you'll get 2, 3, 6, 7, 4, 12, 20, 21, 39. So 2 and 6 are connected by 2, 6 and 3 are connected by 3, 6 and 4 are connected by 2. Also, there's a connection between 2 and 4 which has been shown. 4 and 12 are connected by 4 or 2. 7 and 21 are connected by 7. 12 and 21 are connected by 3. 21 and 39 are connected by 3 again, and all the other connections also exist as per their common factors that lie. So now let me just talk about solution here. This is a typical question of union find. If you have not done union find in the past, I'll strongly recommend pausing the video and referring some Google links to get a good understanding about union find. There are a lot of links on Geeks for Geeks which you can refer. Also, it's a typical graph question. Usually in the graph traversals, we have a BFS approach, we have a DFS approach, we have a topological sort approach, and the fourth one is a union find approach. So I recommend all of you to know all of these mechanisms to for a graph traversal, as there are a few typical questions that are very easy to be solved by one of them, and today's question is a very typical example of union find. I have already coded the solution here. I'll walk you through the steps that are involved since it's a lengthy solution. First of all, I'll explain what I have done in this. In like there are few fragments that I need to explain first. So this is a union find class. It's better to define a private class of yours. And there are two arrays that I have created. One is a parent array and one is a rank array. So in union find, when you iterate through the graph, you update the parent and accordingly update the ranks to find the actual parent with respect to a particular node, so as to identify a complete disjoint set, which act as a complete disjoint set for few of the numbers, and there is a maximum element up to which you initialize the array. This will be the maximum element present in your array, starting from the 0th index to the maximum value. Yeah, so I have initialized it to the maximum value and treat all the nodes like in the initial case you treat all the nodes independently and mark the ith index as its parent. Also, we usually define two methods. One is the union method, another is the find method. So in this find method, you keep on iterating up through the ladder of the parent till the time A is not equal to the parent of A. That means that the node is itself its parent. Till you don't find that, you keep on searching in your recursively in your parent array which will help you derive. Suppose A is a parent of B, B is a parent of C, and C is a parent of D, and D is a parent of itself. So whenever you get C or any intermediary node in between, all of these direct to a single parent, which is D in this case, which is called a true parent, or a true super parent of all these nodes. It will help you in merging the two disjoint sets that are connected with each other. We do make this connection using the rank array. So you find the parent of A, actual parent of A, using the union method. You find the actual parent of B, and if parent of A is equal to parent of B, you simply return. If the rank of A is parent of A is less than rank of parent of B, you update the parent of A to be parent of B. And similarly, if the rank of parent of A is greater than rank of parent of B, you update the parent of B to be parent of A. So these are like typical things that we do in union find. I don't have enough time today to describe how union find works, but sometime in the future I'll be doing that. Also, whenever there is a case when the ranks of both the elements are equal, you make a parent of B or B parent of A, vice versa. You can do that, and this is what has been done here. You increment the rank of B, and the parent of A turns out to be parent of B. So don't get overwhelmed if you feel you don't know something about union find. Just search it over the net, and you will definitely find enough information that will help you understand the logic. Now I'll tell you what I have done. Like, if this logic is clear to you, now I'll tell you what I have done here. So there is a map that I have created, which will store the highest rank parent, like what is a super parent in one disjoint set, and the second element will store the size of all its children, how many nodes are connected to it that are present in this array, and you go and initialize your maximum element in order to search the maximum element in the array, and this will, oh sorry, math.max, it has to be max eval. Yeah. This has to be something like this, and then you initialize your union find method with your max.cl. You iterate through the complete array. You identify the prime factors of that number el. The reason why I'm starting with 2 and ending with the maximum square root of el, uh, because the other element will be can be derived from the up to the length of the square root. For example, if I take 20, then 2, the square root of 20 would be somewhere less than less than equal to 4. So you need to consider two cases: 4, 20, 2, 4. The other two can be derived using these two, 5 and 10. So these would be the factors of 20, except 1. We can't consider 1. So if the number el, the current element modulus num is equals to 0, that means that it is divisible. The el element is divisible by num. You do a union find on the el and num. Otherwise, you do the union find on the other part of it. Uh, you do it for all the elements, and you created an answer, took an answer variable. You Now you're searching in your you iterate through all the elements. Like, the array has been created using this, the complete configuration has been created. Now you iterate through the complete array and find the topmost parent using the union find method, passing the el element, and you update the your map that we have created with respect to the parent and the size of its subset, accordingly. Like, you have to increment it by 1 every time you get the same parent, and the answer would be the maximum of your size that is present for any element in your map. Yeah, and that's it. And this should most likely work. Let me just run this. Oh, I think I made a typo there.